my goodness, he's alive? Gordon's alive? That seems wrong. This all seems wrong. How am I here? How are you here? It has been so long. Who am I? Who am I? Who are you, Luigi? Hello. Oh, man, it has been a while. Luigi, I've been worried about you, by the way, so I'm glad that you're here. That makes me feel better. Oh, man. Okay. Everything seems to be working. Hang on, let me just, there might be a bit of an echo. Hang on, we're working out some kinks here. It's fine. Check 1, 2. Hello? Hello? Okay, alright. The mic seems to be working. Everything seems to be working. Everything working? That's crazy if everything's working. I mean, everything but Streamlabs bot, but we just ignore that. It has been, let's see, I started working at Microsoft like 9 months ago, and I don't think I streamed at all while I was there whatsoever. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so. So it's been at least 9 months. I think longer than that. Start of the summer? Yeah, that would sound about right. Because I took that job in June? Late June? Early July? Or something like that. So start of the summer would be about the right time frame of when I was, like, busy doing other stuff. Oh. How have you been, Luigi? You alright? You hanging in there? Oh, man. You made Windows 11? And on that note, I'm afraid I have to go. I don't think I want to be in that conversation at all. For the record, I'm not there anymore. That's why I'm able to talk about it. Oh, man. We'll get into that. I'm very scatterbrained. I wasn't actually planning on streaming until, like, next week, or maybe the week after that. But then I got really excited, and I just wanted to stream because I really miss it, and I miss you guys. I miss the whole process. So I wanted to just throw something together, see how much of the system was broken, and try to do something. So here we are. All right, man, it's been an amazing time here. That's good. That's good. I have been, this last 2 weeks, I have been great. I did not, the previous employment wasn't really hitting the right spot for me, so I wasn't exactly loving it. Doing better now, you could say. Yeah, I am doing better now. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Short version, I talked to the wife. Oh yeah, that's a change. For some reason, the amazing lady that made all the YouTube thumbnails decided to say yes to marriage, which is crazy and bonkers and ridiculous, and her decision making is questionable, but for some reason she said yes. So I remember when you started posting videos again, and I was like, what? Yeah. So, okay, long story. Anyway, I sat down with the wife because the job wasn't doing it, and realistically there weren't that many vertical places that I could go. So long term, like when we decided to start having kids or anything like that, there was no way that I could have supported our family unit if she were to stay home and try to raise kids, right? Which is a very privileged thing to say, right? But simultaneously, we were hoping to find something that would work for both of us long term. So we sat down and talked about it and realized that staying in the position I was in wasn't going to be it. So I started looking for part-time jobs so that I could basically do this, do streaming, do YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm not really expecting it to make money. It's more long-term. This made me happy. And that sounds really weird to say, but like streaming, hanging out with you guys, making crappy YouTube videos, like that kind of stuff made me super duper happy. So I am very, very grateful that I had the opportunity to move to a part-time job at a different company. So now I will have 20 hours a week opened up to do this, between this and YouTube. So I started making like quick YouTube content again because I was really enjoying it. And yeah, it really lit that fire, you know? So yeah, here we are. We're actually back to streaming. It feels so strange. I also can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. But there's a surprise. There's a little bit of a surprise. Hang on, let me see if I can do this. I planned this ahead of time. You could tell by how smooth this transition's gonna be. Let me see if I can get it to work. Are you ready? I don't think anyone's ready. Are we ready? Oh my goodness! Now you can see how pink and pale I actually am. I still need to work on the camera settings, but 1080p, even though I'm streaming in 720, so realistically, like, you guys are just getting 720, but this camera is 1080 at 60 frames per second? What is that? What is that? So I checked the camera settings, and this other camera, wait for it, hang on. This camera, the one that we were using the whole time, is 240, by the way. The resolution on this camera is 240. What? So now, we have an actual camera that actually, like, transfers movement instead of whatever this is. This is crazy. Oh, I'm gonna be so self-conscious now. Like, you can see way too much. This is way too much. Oh man. Also just out of frame on either side because I was planning on cleaning the office properly before I started streaming again. So just out of frame on either side here, there's just piles of crap and like paperwork and boxes and stuff that I need to actually break down and get out of here. But we're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. We're gonna ignore it. It's gonna be fine. No longer a potato. What is this magic? This is the magic of actually finally getting an upgrade that I should have gotten a long time ago. Oh man. Okay. Well. I guess them upgrades indeed. What's happening? Why is my phone going crazy? Manage your stream from your phone? Yeah, that would probably be a good idea, but instead I'm just gonna ignore that too. Okay. Well, I really don't have much of a plan here, realistically, because this sort of all happened very suddenly, and I wasn't gonna stream today. So I have, hang on, awkward musical transition. See, there it goes. The music just cuts out. I really need to find a way to fade that more smoothly, but that's something else for another day when I also try to fix the Streamlabs bot. So I have Halo open, and this is more of a stress test than anything else. We're gonna see with the new camera, can the whole system actually function? All right. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now. Okay, let's just, you know what? Everything just default. Everything's fine on default. I'm not worried about it. Normal settings. We're just gonna start it, and we're gonna see. This whole stream is just gonna be one big mess of a test to see what all I need to adjust between now and when I'm able to actually commit to a proper schedule. Because I don't know my schedule properly yet to commit to a time frame weekly, but I'm supposed to be finding a lot of that out tomorrow, so that theoretically after that I'll be able to properly announce, what do I want to be? Properly announce when and where I'm going to be streaming consistently. Okay, I have to remember how to play Reach as well. I played Halo 3 not too long ago, because Halo 3 is awesome and deserves the attention, but we're just gonna see. You guys let me know if it's laggy, like if there are frame rate drops and anything like that, because this whole thing is just a stress test. Sir, you better not be playing without Grunt Birthday Party on. Oh, I think I am playing without Grunt Birthday Party, because I think I just left everything on default. Let's go! Man, can't believe it. Just 2 more weeks and Easter vacation is coming. Nice, yeah! Dude, oh, I'm in such a good mood today. It's a good day. It is a good day. Why is my jump so short? It's so short compared to Halo 3. I can't even jump on a box. Do I have gravity turned up? Ugh, that's revolting. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Alright, where are the enemies? Hello, jackals. First strike! Wow, okay, I can't aim. Again, we're a little rusty. We're a little rusty. This is just a stress test. Don't mind it. There are going to be a lot of technical issues, probably. I'll be very surprised if we have none. Oh. It's... Ow! Ow! Hang on. Fall back. Let's find out what's in the other ordnance. I think I do need to back out and turn Grunt Birthday Party on, don't I? I think it's a requirement. Ooh, a rocket launcher? Do like a rocket launcher. Alright, hang on. We're gonna back out. We're gonna turn on Grunt Birthday Party because it's sort of an obligation, isn't it? I feel like it is. Man, what do I even say? It's been so long. I'm just so happy to be back with you guys. Alright, Grub Birthday Party. Firefight options. I remember the firefight options being somewhat difficult. Firefight settings. Oh, that's right. I have to change it in every wave. Have you been playing any games, or have you been on the grind? So, room... Oh, yeah, the room lighting in the background, you like that? I gotta get more of those lights set up because this camera has such a wider field of view. Have I been playing other games? Yes, I have. Because just playing games takes just the amount of time that it takes to play them, whereas streaming them and editing them and whatnot is a significantly bigger time commitment, unfortunately. So I have, over the last 9 months, I've been playing through The Witcher. I've been playing Project Zomboid, which is now one of my like top 10 games of all time. I love that game, and I will very likely stream it at some point soon. I really love that game. Grunt Birthday Party's on. Round 2, Skulls. Grunt Birthday Party on for round 2. We gotta make sure it's on for everything, right? Feel like you're right, Copernicium. Feel like this is just necessary. What other games have I been playing? What games have I been playing? I don't know. I don't really know at this point. Mostly The Witcher and Project Zomboid. Those have been the two that have had my attention for a minute. I played a little bit of 7 Days to Die. I tried to jump back on that one recently. Yep, there was a boom all of a sudden, and then my YouTube feed was filled with Project Zomboid. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, I watched The Ambiguous Amphibian on YouTube a lot, and he had been doing Project Zomboid videos for a long time. And I had it on my wish list for quite a while, and recently, whenever it was... oh, nice! You did too! Cool. Whenever it was... recently, it went on sale, like 40% off or 50% off or something crazy like that. So I obviously went ahead and jumped into that. So since then, I've been playing it a little bit here and there, and I love that game. A couple of lightweight mods just for quality of life while it's still in development. It's delicious. That is such a good game. The Witcher is also a very, very good game, if that's your type of thing. It took me a while, actually. It took me a couple tries to get into it, but once I got used to the combat and I fell for the storyline and the writing, I was very hooked on The Witcher. I still need to finish the last DLC. I played, what's the middle DLC? I always want to say, like, Hearth and Plow or something like that, Hearthstone, but that's definitely not it. I don't remember what it is. That was a completely unnecessary airdrop, but why not? Ooh, hello, tank. Tank in the first wave. Alright, we gotta get that Wraith down. Yep, I also like your world-building videos on the second channel. Oh, thank you! I appreciate that, Luigi. That is a passion project, because, like, gaming really is a hobby. Like, people could say that that's cringy or lame or whatever, but they're wrong at this point. Video games is such an art form and whatnot, and while playing games is not the same as making games, which is a very good art form, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that video games is your hobby, right? Like, so, other than video games and that side of my hobby life, doing, like, crusty world building and writing and stuff like that is definitely a passion of mine. So, while those videos and the formats and stuff like that need a little bit more work and more time commitment that I'm going to be able to put into it, I do really enjoy making them. Oh, this is better with Grunt Birthday Party. You're right, Copernicium. What other games have I been playing? A little bit of Halo here and there. Not too much. Oh, I forgot I was Buck. I heard Nathan Fillion chatting in my ear, and I was very confused there for a second. Okay. Have any frame rate issues occurred? Because I haven't noticed any, but it's obviously a lot harder for me to see those while I'm also trying to play the game. We might swap to a different game here in a little bit just to see. I wish I could play The Witcher on stream, but I can't do that. I don't think Twitch would like the content of The Witcher very much. Ooh, we're out of ammo. That's fine. Let's see. Can't remember. Copernicium, chime in if you're able to, because you would know what games I'm playing more so, probably than I would, to some extent. I don't remember anything at this point. I do remember what I had for breakfast this morning, because I didn't. That's the secret. I didn't have breakfast this morning. Makes it really easy to remember. Woo! Hello, brutes. Frag out. I missed. That was a terrible frag. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Come here, you. Eh! Gotta remember how to be good at games. I don't remember how to do that. I say remember how. That implies that I was once good at games, which is quite an implication to make, really. Running riot. Hello, dropship. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any frame rate drops. And my system seems like it's taking it okay, which is very surprising. I figured updating the camera would lead to, would lead to more taxation on the rest of the system. But it seems like that's not the case. It seems like we're stable. I think it was mostly just Halo for those sweet, sweet achievements. Intermittent zombies, 7 days currently. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. 7 months, or 9 months actually, is a long time when you think about it at this age. Right? I don't want to talk about that sound I just made. Ow. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Alright, calm down. Calm down. It's fine. Everything's fine. Where's that Wraith? Where's that Wraith? Hello. I wouldn't mind taking you out to the ball game. Let's see. Can I get this Wraith alive? Yep. We sure can. Ooh, those grunts have grenades! Rampage! Alright. Let's get in this. Gotta clip that sound now. Oh no. I just got back and we're already clipping sounds. Oh, this is not a good sign. Oh, the damage. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Needles. Needles, needles. Enemies? Oh, phantoms. Hello, phantom. Oh, why did you spawn over there? Okay, what else can we try? Twitch clipping on mobile is hell. Yeah. I'm not surprised to hear that. I have never been good at the Twitch interface, which is probably not good for someone that's actively streaming on Twitch right now. But the Twitch interface in general, and I don't usually get along, and then I've tried it on mobile app a couple times, and the best I can do is just sit in other people's streams and basically do nothing else. But maybe that's just me being... am I about to die? Probably. Maybe that's just me being technologically unsavvy. What other games did we try playing that didn't go well? I don't know. Don't remember at this point. Fallen Order was one of them. But gosh, if I tried to load into Fallen Order right now, if the computer didn't die, I would. My brain would definitely not survive that, because I don't remember any of the controls, and that is sort of a Soulsborne game. And if you don't remember the controls, speaking of Soulsborne game, you love that transition there. That was good. Speaking of that Soulsborne game, Elden Ring exists. I do not own it. I have not played it, but I intend to at some point. And I can only tell you that the only other Soulsborne game I've played is Dark Souls 1 Remastered, and I sucked at it. Anyone surprised? Not I. So, with that, when I do eventually dive into the world of Elden Ring, that should be an absolute disaster. It'll go well. Tiny bit of Don't Starve. Yeah! Yeah, we did try Don't Starve. That game always hurts my soul, because it's such a fun game, and I'm so very bad at it. We did die horribly, though. Never been a fan of Dark Souls. I tried so hard to get into Dark Souls 1. I really did. And it never clicked. I never finished it. I finished, if anyone's familiar, this shouldn't be spoilers, I don't think. I mean, Dark Souls 1 also came out a really long time ago, but I finished Quelaag, or the spider lady, And then I just couldn't keep going. I just lost interest. So I rang the bells. I went to Anne Orlando, all that fun jazz, and then beat Quaalag and just stopped. I think Quaalag is the right name. Not Quaaludes. Those are something else, but we're not talking about those because I don't think Twitch likes that either. Dark Souls, I really want to get Bloodborne because I agree with you, Luigi. Dark Souls and it's not usually the type of game that I would go for, but Fallen Order was really fun for me, and I'm a sucker for Star Wars. That probably helped. So, knowing that I enjoyed the combat in Fallen Order, I feel like I could enjoy a Souls game. So, Bloodborne, from YouTube, Bloodborne seems to be the game that people recommend if you don't like Soulsborne games. So, at some point, I need to at least try that. Yeah, kind of hard to get into some games. Mostly new ones. Yeah, I agree as well. Like, I don't know, man. I've always been pretty cheap as a person. I like to let games sit on my Steam wishlist for years until I see them on a good sale that's worth the... Not worth the money, right? Because, like, I think I got The Witcher 3 for like $5 or $10, and that's one of my favorite RPG games I've ever played, which I would gladly pay $60 plus for that game, but I didn't. And like, it's not to say that games don't deserve the money, right? Because it does take a lot of effort to make a game, but when you're cheap and you see that sweet 60% off on Steam, that is usually what it takes for me to get interested in a game real quick. Well, that's not true. I'm very interested in a lot of games. It's just a matter of, oh, I might be dead. I'm definitely dead. No, I'm not dead. This has gone well. Okay, let's see. Or a friend that buys it for you. Yeah, that's true too. That is true too. That always makes me, like, feel bad, though, when somebody else buys me a game, because I'm always like, oh, I really need to play that game. Especially if it's a co-op game, then I really feel like I need to play the game. Which isn't fair to me or the friend under the circumstances, right? Ow. 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 Alright. Let's see. Love to watch you get angry at Dark... I would get angry. I would definitely get angry at Dark Souls. Alright, we're going to finish this bonus round, and then I think we might launch into a different game. I don't know which one yet. Something heavily taxing on the system, because I want to see the limits of this modern system since Kopi got me a new CPU. He's the only reason that we're able to play Halo at this point. Catch on! Oh shoot, this is just the beginning of Wave 2. Last time I played co-op was Stardew Valley. Dude, Stardew Valley is a great game. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Stardew Valley is another one of my top games. You know, I have like 30 top 10 games of all time. That I should really work on that, but that's fine. Having more than 10 top 10. I'll just pretend I'm IGN for the day. Anywho, get some ammo. Okay, are we going to switch to a different game? I think we probably are. Because again, this is just a test stream, right? We're not actually trying to do anything. We're just in firefight because it's easy. But Halo is so addictive. What other games do I have? I technically have Call of Duty Warzone. I would be very, very, very dead. I would be very, very, very dead. I'd be very shocked if I could run Warzone, because I couldn't even run Warzone not streaming. I don't really enjoy Warzone that much either. I've never been big on, like, Battle Royale type games. I'm definitely more of a story-based guy. Yep, started playing again like a month ago. It's hard to remember everything. Yeah, Copernicium and I played Stardew Valley a lot once upon a time. And then we paused and tried to get back into it. And it took us a while to remember where we were. We almost just started a new farm. Just because, like, it's easier, right, to go through the steps that it wants you to. Ew, what are you ewing? Are you ewing Warzone? Because Battle Royale games in general. I played it just a little bit had a previous roommate, and he really liked it, and it was like it's an okay experience, but I don't know, it just battle royales in general have never really got my goat. You know what I mean? I did wake up to Ginger Island, full of ancient fruits. That was ooh, you already had everything set up. Nice. When Copenhagen and I got back into it, the island hadn't been in the game previously. So when we got back into it, we had a whole bunch of new content to dive into. Into. It's the sound effects. That's why y'all are here, right? My computer could not deal. It might be able to now. You gotta. Oh, I'm gonna die. Well, goodbye, friends. Okay. All right. Let's end this. Let's see what happens next. You upgraded from 8 to 16 RAM. Probably still couldn't have handled it because both of our graphics cards are iffy at best. Always. All right. What are we gonna play? What are we gonna do? The world is our oyster. It's amazing. I have so many ideas for YouTube videos and different things like that. Like, I'm very excited. The problem is I'm still pretty inexperienced, I would say, overall with the polish side of things. Like, I could take a video and edit it down and get it passable, but a really polished video I'm not good at yet. All right, let's see. What are we going to do? Let's try Fallen Order. It is not installed. We're not going to try we're not going to try Fallen Order. Let's set off my phobias here. Let's just jump into Subnautica and see if we get any frame rate drops on that. This whole stream is just going to be a test stream. That's it. I got that sweet, sweet normal amount of RAM now. Dude, you say that. 8 used to be normal, and then technology just advances, right? Because, I mean, 16 gigs of RAM, there's chip shortages and stuff like that. It's all very nuanced. And there's a lot of different elements that you have to consider, but I don't play this with a controller. Let me put the controller down. So there's a lot of different elements that you have to consider, but like technology is constantly advancing and getting cheaper overall. Like I couldn't imagine when I bought this computer the idea of putting a terabyte of storage in it. That just seemed completely unrealistic to me. That was way too expensive at the time, and now I have to buy terabytes of storage for making content, and they're really not that much more expensive than like 200 gigs back in the day. So I say back in the day like I'm an old man. I'm not that old yet. Getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. All right, we're going to just jump into a creative game, and we're going to see if we get frame rate drops, because I think we're going to in this game, because there's a lot of processing. Granted, I would think we would in Halo as well. So we're going to find out. We're going to go to the rec. 8 RAM is normal to be... Yeah, 8 RAM is normal. Like, that's what most systems default come with. At least for Windows 10, but less, and it's kind of bad. Yeah, and, like, at this point in time, especially because Kobayashi and I both have pretty old graphics cards, so the rest of the system sort of has to help with that, make the last little steps that we have. So, adding more RAM makes things run just a little bit smoother. So combine that with streaming takes a lot more than 8 gigs of RAM, but in general 16 is becoming the new normal. Like I can easily run Stardew Valley with 10 tabs in Chrome. Yeah, I agree with you completely. But then you try to jump on a game like, I assume Elden Ring, again I don't have it, but you jump in a game like that, or like Halo Infinite or anything like that, and suddenly your 8 gigs of RAM is screaming at you because it needs more help. Now, Stardew Valley is I am not a programmer. I don't develop games. Shh. Shh. I'm just gonna let her finish. I'm just gonna let her finish talking here. You done? Okay, I think she's done. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. So scatterbrain. My Steam library is full of games I can actually run. Yeah, exactly. But like, that's the bottom line: is the game well optimized, and how old is it? Right? Because Stardew Valley is such a good game, and it runs like butter. pretty well. Okay. It feels like frame rate drops, but at the same time, it just feels a little choppy in general. What do we have to deal with here? I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't really seen this game. So we're going to try to not spoil things. I'm on creative mode, so I'm not going to die. This is laggy when I played this game without streaming as well. Honestly, it seems like it's running pretty well. It's been out for years, man. Yeah, Stardew Valley? Yeah. You guys come here, Oven, as we wait for this to load. What GPU do I have? I think it's... I looked at this the other day, actually. I was talking to someone else about it. I think it's a Radeon 560, if I remember right. I think is what it is. Okay. I think we are getting a little bit of stutter on this one. It's not bad, though. Like, this is passable, at least. If we really wanted to dive into something like this. I am getting some stuttering, though. Oh, it's getting a little worse. It's getting a little worse. Okay. How are the graphics settings on this? High. Okay. So with graphics on high, it's a little stuttery, but that's not that bad. I used to spoil myself with every game story by accident, but now I try to avoid it for games I want to play. Yeah, I agree. I also like to avoid spoilers, especially for story-driven games, which, again, is really what drives me in gaming. I really like a well-written, well-thought-out storyline. Alright, let's see. What else? Wildlands used to not run very well. Let's see if we can run Wildlands. Do I play Wildlands with a controller? I don't know. This is also one of my top games, by the way. Again, I have like 30 of those. Wildlands is a very fun game. Very good for shenanigans with friends. You just jump into a co-op game and jump out of helicopters together. Do a barrel roll in a helicopter. That's where the fun really is. It's in the barrel rolls. Wants me to log into Ubisoft Connect. I don't even think we're going to be able to launch Wildlands right now. It's been a long time since I played an Ubisoft game. If it doesn't auto-log me in, we're going to have to try something else. Yep, this idea definitely made this game. Will you snail and its story in game, so I will try to avoid spoilers. Will you snail? I haven't actually heard of that one. Interesting. Oh! Do I want to let Ubisoft Connect make changes to my computer? Sure, why not? Go for it, Ubisoft. Just do whatever you want. Wipe it all out. Let's be honest, you're going to do whatever you want anyway. Whether or not I give you permission. It has now asked thrice for admin permissions. Oh, it wants me to log in. Yeah, okay, so we're not going to be able to try Wildlands today. Let's see, what else do we have that we can try to throw on and see if it fails miserably? Ubisoft be selling their NFTs to me. Yeah, realistically, they probably are. We could try to load into Zomboid. Just see if Zomboid works. Because I would like to stream Zomboid just casually. I know, I'm going to be like everybody else that's streaming it right now, but can't really help it. It's really, really fun. What I do want to play, spoiler alert by the way, what I do want to play on stream soon, probably once I have an actual schedule one of the days, is going to be the Fable trilogy. I would like to play the Fable trilogy. That would be fun on stream. Alright, what else do we have? I'm on the server. I will probably not be joining the server at the moment if I do jump on Zomboid right now. And I don't know where this craze came from with NFTs, but it's making my Twitter feed very weird. Yeah, I mean, it's just a side tangent of cryptocurrency stuff, but like, I am not well versed enough to make an educated comment properly on it, but it seems like a rushed arm of cryptocurrency that does not feel sustainable in the long term. But I am not a monetary expert, nor an expert on cryptocurrency in general, so do your own research. But I have not been involved in the craze at all. What else could we try? Stream games. Dead Space 2 was a little choppy. A little bit. Not much, though. What else do we have? Excuse me, you're not boring me. You're not boring me, I just didn't sleep well. I promise, you're not boring me. Everything's fine. Oh, Stormworks was a little iffy. Do an uneducated guess and say it's just a new way to fool people into buying nothing. I won't say that you're wrong. The Return of Toaster Man. I do need to finish Dead Space. At some point, especially. Man, I don't really have any other games that were really like hardcore struggling that I can remember. I wish I still had Fallen Order installed, but I do not. Dying Light is a fun one. Hades. Hades would be a fun game to stream, I think. Monstrum. Oh, yeah, Monstrum is a good idea. Do I still have that installed? We could see if Monstrum works well. Do I have Monstrum installed? Where is that? Oh, I don't have that installed either. I'm so unprepared for all of this. Hades would be fun. We could try Hades. And I'm not really far enough in it for anything to be spoilery either. We could try it. We'll just see if it plays nice. Play Hades DirectX. Yeah, we'll see if this works. We'll just try this. We'll see if it works. It's a roguelike for anyone that doesn't know. It's like a Binding of Isaac or Gungeon type game. It's very fun. Played this for a little bit. I haven't really played that much of it. See if it pops up. There we go. Granted, I don't really remember what I was doing in the game. But that's fine. Why am I yawning? Stop yawning! It's terribly rude of me. Terribly rude. Don't have Monstrum installed. Don't have Fallen Order installed. I really gotta get back on this. I have so many administrative things that I need to do to like bring everything back up to the quality that we're looking for here. I mean, the camera is finally at least passable. At least. Get a dog, they say it's so fine. Oh, that's so loud. Oh. Hang on, we're just gonna... Is everybody's ears okay? I'm so sorry. Is that better? Is that like balanced? I can't tell. I didn't mean to deafen everyone. That was not intentional. I mean, if you didn't tell me it was 2022, I'd still think we were back as normal. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Everything's fine then. Everything's fine. Alright. Hopefully the game audio is fine. You guys let me know if it's not. I wouldn't be surprised if it was still a little loud. It's a little loud on this end, but... I have a new headset too, by the way. My old one literally fell apart. Like, one of the ears just fell off of it, so I had to actually get a new headset. That hurt my soul. I didn't want to buy a new headset. Okay. We're gonna do this. Not put it on hell mode. I don't even know what that means. We're just gonna see if this works. We're gonna see if we can do this without drop frames. We should be able to. This game seems like it's optimized. I think I played this with a controller. I can never remember if I play a game with a controller or not. Yeah, get a dog. I really do need to move her. She keeps kicking me while I'm sleeping. Silly dog. Listen carefully. We're gonna skip this whole intro bit here. Bro, that's like a thing now. Every time I buy headphones that cover your ears, they will eventually fall apart. Which is, it's really sad because that Turtle Beach headset that I had used previously for streaming and everything, that Turtle Beach headset had survived since like the early 360 days, Xbox 360. I loved that thing. That was a great headset. And unfortunately, it had a nicer microphone than a lot of the modern headsets that I was looking at. I almost bought the same, like 7 or 8 year old, more than that probably. I almost bought the exact same headphone again, just because the mic was so passable on it. Again, we're not talking about like proper AAA production value, but better than I expected it to be. The reason I picked this one, I think this is Sennheiser. I think so. Is this Sennheiser or just Shure? Hang on. Who is this? Yeah, this is Sennheiser. The reason I picked this one is again for the microphone quality. is what I was going for. And I think I did some audio tests just before I got on, and I think the audio is still not exactly what I was hoping for. I need to fiddle with it just a wee bit more. But ow! But I think it's pretty close.
There she is.
It definitely could be a lot worse. Hello, random lady.
Now, let's get you from that miserable place.
Yes, get me from the miserable place. We're just gonna pick a random thing because again, we're not actually.
The way where you are, goddess.
The stream is once again, I'll remind everyone, just here to see how everything's functioning, how things feel, see what I need to do off camera. Yeah, a pair of headphones with a mic is a plus because it leaves a USB slot open. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. Okay, I think we're good.
Who's next?
I have not noticed any stuttering in this game. Have y'all noticed any stuttering? Because it seems to be working okay. I have no actual evidence of that. Because again, it's difficult when I've got my eyes on something like this to see when it's actually functioning.
Phew.
Phew.
Each exit has its own reward.
Its own reward? I don't remember what these are. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna stop playing this soon. That really seems fine as butter. Fine as butter. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. So this is an option. I wish I had already installed Fable. Granted, that's a really old game. So if Fable has an issue, I will be very, very surprised. So I assume we're gonna be able to do that. I'm actually really looking forward to streaming Fable. I was watching the Salt Factory on YouTube. Does Was the Game Actually Good type series for older games.
A centaur.
And I started watching the one for Fable, and then I realized how much I really enjoyed playing Fable 1 and 2 back in the day when they first came out. And it just desperately made me want to play them again. And then I realized that, like, that seems like the kind of game that could be really fun to play on stream with you guys. Or at least make YouTube videos, something like that. So I immediately stopped watching the recap. Granted, Fable 1 has a very iconic story for the time, so I remember most of the spoilers, unfortunately, but I will not be spoiling them, I don't think. The intention is to not. I definitely won't be spoiling them right now. So, taking a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage! See, the problem is, games like this, games like Hades, the ones that I can just play and then not think about it, leave it in the background of my head while I'm just blathering to you guys. It's a really bad idea because then I just keep playing when I'm supposed to be testing other games. What kind of game is Fable? Fable is an RPG game. It's sort of an adventure RPG where it was one of the... That's a dangerous statement to make because there's always a game older than you think. It's one of the games that standardized a moral system because there are old games like the original Fallout games, some of the original Elder Scrolls games, like obviously those are the first ones that I can remember, but older games than that have moral systems. But in Fable, you can become like a really hated evil person, or you could become a really good noble person, and there are different systems in the games for that. But otherwise, it's kind of hard to describe. So it's a role-playing game. It's an adventure role-playing game from back in the Dizzle. Swords and magic. That sort of time frame. It's so hard to describe, right? Because it doesn't quite fit into the same... It's closest to a setting like the Elder Scrolls or Witcher, but then it doesn't feel like those games at all. I don't know how to describe Fable. All I know is that I burned a lot of time in Fable 1 and 2 back in the day. I played Fable 3, I think, but I don't really remember that one. I don't know if that says something more for my memory or more for the game itself. Man, the music in this game is rocking! Alright, we're gonna finish this room, probably die to the boss, because I don't remember how to play this game very well. Oh yeah, I have a power attack, I forgot about that. I have a ranged attack too. I need to figure out how to do a ranged attack. Hello, lady. Oh, Dionysus. Never mind. Dionysus. Dionysus. Don't crucify me. It's okay. I think I got it right eventually. All right. Special inflicts hangover. Cast lobs a large explosive. A festive fog? You had me at festive. As someone who didn't get into games until I was a little older, the first encounter I had with moral variations game was watching someone do 2 playthroughs of Dishonored. Dishonored, actually, you know what? Dishonored is a very... It's not similar to Fable, because Dishonored, one of the big draws to it is the movement.
Leave it to the god of wine to clean things up around here.
Hey look, B, by the way, is my cast. Oh, interesting. I can't get up. Oh, Festive Fog. I see now. I see. Dishonored has a lot riding on its movement and like how you traverse an area, which is not like Fable, but the how do I say it? Playing Fable and playing Dishonored give me the same sort of gaming vibe, even though Fable does not. Fable is very linear as far as like where you can actually go. Ghost, what's up, man? Yes, I am back, and in HD this time, shockingly. Ow, ow, ow. Gonna die. I'm gonna die. What's up, Ghost? Yes, I am back. I took a part-time job and quit my full-time job so that I could come back and make crusty streams and YouTube videos with all of you amazing people again.
Where I can use this.
Ooh, do I want the money bag or do I want more Dionysus? I don't know. Let's go with Dionysus. What could be wrong with that? We're gonna die. We're almost out of health, and then we're gonna move on to another game to test. I don't know which one. Realistically, most of the tests have been concluded. At this point, I just need to download a game that I actually want to play on stream long term, which I don't actually have ready. Ghost, how have you been, man? You doing alright? Ah! Ooh, ooh, ooh! No, 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 no. Hang on, gotta focus. I'll be with you shortly. You're doing good. That's good. That's good. I am doing a lot better over the last 2 weeks. I'm doing a lot better now. I'm very excited for what's coming next, which is more of the same. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I have a couple videos planned, but like, realistically, it just means I'm gonna be more available to you amazing people. Your dash causes hangover. Wow. I take less damage. Only 10% damage reduction, though. We're gonna do dash. Why not?
To my house.
Dash causes hangover.
Now
That'll be fun. Ooh, a key or crystals? I think I like these more. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played this game.
witches.
I guess this is a... Ow. That was really dumb. I guess this is a game that I played in the last 9 months, Luigi, because you were asking. This is a very fun game. Okay. Oh, ah! Ow. 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 Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. We might jump into a Zomboid single player just real quick, just to see if the computer can run it on the settings that I have. With the couple mods that I have installed as well. I assume it can. Well, that's the end of that. Is hangover a good thing to get in this game? I don't know. It's just one of the damage effects, so I assume so. I don't know. I'm not good at this game. Or games in general. Alright, we're gonna not do that storyline, because at some point I may actually stream Hades, because Hades is very fun. Alright, we're gonna go back to this gray screen that is becoming so familiar this stream, and we're gonna see... That game was Hades. It's, if you know Binding of Isaac or Gungeon, it's a similar game to those. It plays very similarly. It's a roguelike like that. But it's a roguelike with really good progression between runs. Like, you can get currency that you can then use between the runs. It's very, very fun, actually. I would wholeheartedly recommend it. It's called Hades. Okay, we're going to jump into Project Zomboid and just see if this functions. I really assume it will, but we're going to find out. Project Zomboid, I do not play with a controller. That is definitely something that does not happen. Again, we're currently like speed running how many random freaking games we can jump into at the same time. You know, I should have bought Dark Souls when it was on sale recently. Cause that would... I promise, it's not you guys. It's not you. You're not boring me. I promise. Cause Dark Souls would be a fun game to rage to, because I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Alright. Project Zomboid. Are you going to find Project Zomboid? Hello? Come on, Streamlabs. You can do it. You can do it. It's not going to detect this, is it? Seems like it's not going to detect this. Come on. Am I going to have to do it manually? I'm going to wait for it to get to the main menu. What mods do I have installed on Zomboid? I have a lot because I've been playing on a multiplayer server, but I don't necessarily endorse a lot of those mods. I'll try to find the mods that I really like here in a second, if I can get it to load into the main menu. Once it's in the main menu, if it doesn't pop up, I'm going to mess with some settings to see if we can get it to show up manually. It's not, I mean, it's like 40 mods on the server, Kopi. Which isn't that much, but, like, it's not that I don't like them. I just like, I don't know. I like the mods, and they're fun on the server, but it's not how I would play. Are you going to play Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out? So, I know next to nothing about it, but I do really like Harry Potter, so probably is the answer. I will probably play it when it comes out. But I know basically nothing about it. The only Harry Potter game that I've played is Lego Harry Potter. So, obviously I'm an expert on Harry Potter games. Okay, it did detect it, which is good. We're gonna load into a game and see what mods I'm actually using on my game. Single player. Alright, single player. What mods have I used? I used more descriptions for traits, which literally just add some text to describe what the traits are. They Knew, which Lego Star Wars Complete Saga is another one that I have played a lot. Well, I say Complete Saga. It doesn't have the trilogy in it. The sequel trilogy. Bro, I saw a video where a guy played the first version of Zomboid he could find, and it was so different from what I mean, this game's like 10 years old. I only found out about it like a year or two ago, and I've been lurking on it since then, but like, it's an old game. It's a very old game, so that's not surprising. It's like playing early Minecraft. Early Minecraft looks... you could tell it's the same game, but it's totally different. So I'm not at all surprised to hear that Zomboid is different. Lego Harry Potter is super broken. That is true. You didn't see the 14-minute trailer? I saw it, I didn't click it. Because... spoilers is really the short answer to why I didn't watch the Harry Potter trailer. I wanted to, I thought about it, but I didn't. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a better answer than that. Like, I want to know about the game to know whether or not I should be excited about it, but then I don't want to know about it because, especially with modern trailers and modern game teasers and stuff like that, you can end up with a lot of spoilers. And I mean, it's Harry Potter, right? So there can only be so much in the way of spoilers, but I should probably watch that trailer. This game, on the other hand, is, if you're familiar with 7 Days to Die or the TV show Walking Dead, smash those two together, make it isometric so it's top-down, which sounds really weird and really off-putting, but it's so in-depth. This game has been in development by, from what I can tell, I don't know any of the developers, but from what I can tell, a really cool development team that seems to like their community and listen to their community, which is rare, really. So, it ends up getting a lot of implementations that are just really cool. So the systems in this game are really neat. It's going to be easier to explain by actually playing it for a second, but anyway, going through mods real quick, and then I'll load in, because then I can explain it a lot better. They Knew is really controversial, I think, because it technically has a cure. So when you get bitten in this game, if you get bitten by a zombie, you're dead. You're dead. By default, in the game right now, if you get a bite as a wound, you are dead. You cannot cure it. So They Knew adds a zombie that can spawn rarely. Excuse me. A zombie that can spawn rarely that has a cure on him if you can get it in time. So that's probably the most controversial mod that I'm using. Weapon condition indicator helps with determining weapon condition. Mod options is just a tool, like a utility for other mods. Britta's armor and weapon pack, I don't know how I feel about them. It just adds more armors and weapon to the game. Gunfighter does the same thing. Extra map symbols UI. You have a map in the game, you can put icons on the map. This just adds more icons that you can put on the map. But at least you can get the old zombie you as a new character. That's true. That's true. That's actually a really cool element of the game that I will not be showing in this save file because I'm actually playing the save file, but I could show it on a different one. Actually, I might do that. I might do that instead. Fuel API makes it so that I can store gas in barrels, which, by the way, this game is still under development. It's been in development for 10 years. They have a long list of things that the developers are still working on to put in the game. A lot of the mods that are out now seems like different elements of them may be added in the future, but I'm not a developer. I'm not in any way affiliated with this game, so I don't know. But storing fuel in fuel barrels makes sense to me. Out the window makes it so you can throw zombie corpses out the window. Radio frequency manager makes it so that you could save radio frequencies. Skateboard puts a skateboard in the game you can ride on. Sleep on it makes it so that when you're asleep, you lose a little bit of unhappiness and boredom. Because in real life, if you're in a bad way, sometimes, not always, but sometimes if you just sleep it off, it will help with your mood. Not necessarily fix it, but help. Snow is water. Makes it so you can put snow in a pot and cook it to have clean water. Change sandbox options is a cheat. It's so that you can change your world settings after the world has been generated. I was playing around with zombie spawns because I thought they were a little too much. And then become desensitized makes it so that if you survive for a really long time in the game, you will no longer panic around zombies. Okay, those are the mods that we've been using. We are going to actually jump into a different game here and see. No mods on this one. I'm just going to show off what Luigi just said about finding your character, because that is a good way to show off how this game feels about you. Also, the text on the screen is a good way to know. There was no hope for survival, or of survival. This is how you died. This is not a game that's like, oh, you're going to survive for a long time. Is there snow in the game? Yes, there is snow if you make it to winter. I have never seen it. I've never seen it as well. I've never survived that long. Alright, so this is a game about you dying, because there are so many things in this game that want you to die. And if you stop paying attention for just a couple seconds, you will die. Bruh. Is this a multiplayer game? This is a multiplayer game. The most recent major update was actually the addition of multiplayer and letting you play on multiplayer servers. There were already mods for that, but now it's implemented. Okay, so we're going to ignore that. That's just the tutorial. We are in a bathroom. We are going to actually let Ike Sabo die. Because I don't actually remember. I think this was just like a test character. So we are in the town of Rosewood, which, by the way, this is the map. This is the house that we're in right now, to give you an idea of scale here. So we're going to... Ooh, I've got a little bit of stutter. Is it going to be able to handle this game? I don't actually know. I might have to turn down my graphics settings a bit. We'll find out, though. Alright, so we're in the town of Rosewood. We're going to go ahead and put a mark here so that we can come back to this spot. That's fine. We'll just use that. And then we are going to get ourselves killed. So I'm going to actually just yell for the zombies. Oh, it is pretty small. I hope you're being sarcastic. This map is huge. Huge. Okay, we're going to actually see if we can turn the graphics down a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Because it's hurting. It's hurting. Wind, render. Where are my general graphical settings? Does this have general graphical settings? I don't know if it does. Rendering and performance. Wind sprite. Let's get rid of that. Door shaking I want. Lighting quality. Here we go. We'll turn that down to medium. We'll just see if that helps. I don't know if it will. We'll find out. Okay. We're gonna just yell for some zombies. See if there are any around. Hello? Zombies. So this is the isometric view. And it seems like it sucks a lot, and it takes a long time to get used to. But I think this game is excellent even with it. Alright, we're going to try to find some zombies here. Hello? Do I need to break this window? No. No, I don't. The door's right here. Oh, the door's actually locked. Let's see if the window's open. Basically, this game is... Oh, that'll work. You hear that? That's the dinner bell. That means all the friends from all around town are going to be making their way over here. I swear there are zombies in this game. I'm not making it up. They exist. They're real. There are zombies. I promise. I feel like there are more zombies in our multiplayer server over single player. That's because the multiplayer server, if you ask, you'll find out that the settings are set to have zombies be overwhelming. So you're right, there are more zombies in the multiplayer game. Where are the zombies? I swear they exist. I'm not making it up. They're real. But nobody came. Alright. We'll head towards the fire station, I guess. I swear there are zombies in this game. It's not just you surviving on your own. They're real. There are zombies. I'm getting hungry. I'm carrying too much. And I'm unpleasantly hot. The zombies are a lie. No! No, Luigi! Don't spread that propaganda. They're real. They're totally real. I don't know where they are. I don't know why they're not here. Illuminati confirmed! I must have done something weird with the settings of this game. Oh wait, there's one! We found a zombie! We found an actual zombie! Wow! Amazing! Look at that! So, let's try to remember this character, Ike Sabo, and our phenomenal outfit we've got here. Oh, here come everybody. See? They're real. They're totally real. And then we're going to go to our health tab, and we're going to watch this happen. So if we just stop paying attention for a second. Huh? We're scratched. We're bleeding. We're bitten. I can't move. I can't move. We're going to die. Oh, oh, I managed to push him off. I managed to push him off. And we're dead. Because we bled out. Zombie or normal pedestrian? They probably are just normal pedestrians. Slightly hungry normal pedestrians. Just don't get tased. No tasers! It's too late. The tasers are gone. Oh, that was fun. Kopi, the bot is dead right now. That will hopefully be fixed at some point, but I see you lurking. Thank you for the lurk. It's all our imagination. Okay, so, if you notice, our character has gotten back up. You mean to tell me that he is now a zombie? Alright, so now we're going to spawn in as a new character in Rosewood. And then this can be overwhelming at first when you look at it, but you have occupations and you have traits, positive and negative traits, and you have an overall points to spend. So this is the character builder. When you die, you build a new character. So, for example, the fire officer will take us from 8 points to spend down to 0 points to spend. Because unemployed, we get 8 free points to spend. The traits have numbers associated with them, so this one's the graceful's -4. So if we use that, we're now at -4. We can't start in the negative. This is like a super quick, super convenient. He had such a colorful jacket. Yeah, that is helpful. This is just a super quick example. So if we take the negative trait agoraphobic, which makes us get panicked when we're outdoors, now we have 0 because we have a positive and a negative, and we've zeroed out our points. So if we want to get more good traits like fast learning and herbalist and hiker, keen hearing, etc., all that stuff, we would need to balance out the points. But this is just an example to sort of show the game real quick. So we're going to not do that. So points to spend 0. We're good to go. And then we get to customize ourselves. We're going to be dead. Meat. We're going to be as pale as possible, obviously. Hair, let's go with the Mohawk fan, because of course. And let's make that just as golden as we can. And then that's going to be fine. We'll just leave it like that, and then we play. Okay, so, remember our character. Where are we in the map now? So now we are in a different city. Wait, is that Moldraw? I'm an idiot, and we're in a different city. So, hang on. I'm just dumb. Hang on a second. Hang on. This is fine. This is fine. Hey, you. Hey, come eat me. Don't mind. I'll turn my back. Make it easier on us both. Laceration, bleeding, scratched, bitten, which means I'd be dead without that mod. New city, new me. So we're gonna let them have a little lunch here real quick. We're just gonna pretend like I didn't spawn in the complete wrong city. We're gonna pretend that that never happened. This is all fine and going exactly according to plan. Moldraw. We'll just do Fire Officer and then hit go. This time we're gonna be Zealous Slattery. All that's fine, whatever. Oof, indeed. This is all peachy. This one's name is Borat. Oh no, it's too late. I would have done that too. Hey, that's very convenient. We spawned in literally the exact same house. So, we got eaten right about here. Which means, if we now go over that way... What is very cool about this game, because it is the story of how you die. It's not the story of how you live, it's the story of how you die. Because you will die. Eventually, something in this game will kill you. So if we just sprint down the road here, we should be able to find... I wish it wasn't nighttime, but that's fine. I don't even know what time it is because I'm not wearing a watch. Who is that? Who is that? Who's that person right there? Is that... Oh, they're behind us. Hang on. Hang on. Gotta kite them around a little bit. Who's that? Look at that! It's old Ike! Hello, Ike! And just like that, we can kill our former self as a zombie. He's not dead, for the record. I'm just pushing him down because I don't think I can take all of these with just stomping. Oh, we're gonna die. We have no weapon. All I can do is push. And I'm not strong enough to do this effectively. Oh, maybe. Oh, no, we're bit. Maybe? We might be lacerated. No, yeah, it's just a laceration. We're not actually bit. So yes, that is a very short synopsis of this game that showed basically nothing about it. Didn't show you how to play, how to survive, any of the really in-depth elements other than the fact that you can come back as a zombie. So there's looting, of course. There's like skill books that you can learn to help your skills because there's a lot of skills in this game. It's really cool because like the TVs, you can actually turn them on and try to tune into different stations. I know this is like really basic, but I promise it's really in-depth. What does laceration really mean? It like a cut. A laceration is like a cut, basically. It's just a fancy term for a cut. Tune into Life and Living, but Life and Living isn't on right now. We are bleeding out, by the way, because I haven't patched it up. So, okay, this is actually a cool thing to show about the game. We're very slowly bleeding because the laceration is just on our right hand. If it was on our neck or our head, we would probably be dead by now. But what we can do is actually rip up our socks. And we'll rip those, this is our inventory, we'll rip those into rip sheets. Then we can click on our laceration and use the rip sheets to bandage ourselves. And the game has like wound infections and stuff. I love watching TV whilst bleeding out. It is America's pastime, isn't it? Okay. So we are now bandaged up on our right hand there. And eventually, like, you can get cars and stuff. Like, I don't think this car is going to be... It's going to be really funny if this car already has a key and it's ready to go. So, if you listen... That sound is me trying the door and it being locked. So now if we touch the back of it here, we could see that there's no key in the back. And there doesn't appear to be a key on the ground, which is unfortunate. So, we can't traditionally get into this car right now, but what we're gonna do for the sake of showing it, and it's definitely not a good idea to do this, we're gonna punch the passenger window So click on it, and then smash front right window. And just like that, we've caused another cut because we just punched a window. Shocker. So we're going to go ahead and bandage that up too. It's on the same hand, so it's still just one bandage. And now we can get in through this window. And then change seats into the driver's seat. And unlock the doors. This is such a weird example of how this works, but it works. It works so well. This game is so much more in depth than you'd ever think that it would be. Holy Grace Church. Is there a key in this Holy Grace Church? Somebody drop a key to a van, maybe? I don't know why I'm searching for a key to this van. I guess the key could be in this little parish house over here. That door's locked. This one is not. Alright, we're going to check for a key real quick. See, this is a problem. When I start playing a game like this, I start to get invested. Because I have no intention of having this character live. This was just an example. But now I'm actually trying to find a key to the van so that I can get some form of safety. It's a dangerous cycle, really. I just walked through that desk. Did anyone else see me phase through the desk? Alright. No key. There's no hope. There's no... I just phased through that desk too. We're gonna ignore that. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Alright, what we are gonna do... What are we gonna do? How much longer do I have? I got a little bit. I got like an hour. Hour-ish. We're just gonna lay on the horn. This is fine. This is all fine. Like zombies, deaths are also a figment of our imagination. So if we lay on the horn... Hey, look! Our past self is coming. Hang on, let's see if we can actually kill ourselves. Our past self. That did not come out right. See if we can get what we had before. Oh, more coming. I can't push them down. Oh, we're so dead. Ah! This is what happens when you lay on the horn. Alright, we're just gonna get out of here. I really wanted to... Alright, new objective. New objective, and then we're gonna move on. We need to kill Ike, the past self, in that sweet, sweet Windblazer. Hey, look, our bandage is dirty, so now we can remove it. Except I don't have another bandage, so I'm just gonna start bleeding out. We're going to rip our shirt into a bandage. Except I can't do that right now because I have some friends. Okay, what was my plan here? Not good decisions. There's no good decision making happening. We're bleeding out. Windblazer. Windblazer! Yes, that's, yes. Okay, that door's locked. Is this window locked? No, the window's open. Alright, intruder window. Just close that, buy ourselves a second. Let's see if we can find a weapon. As they're knocking on the door. Ooh, a rolling pin, that'll work. A knife would have been probably better, but a rolling pin will work. Did they already... Oh, they already broke in. Okay, we're out of here. Alright, we have a rolling pin now. When you're cold, but also want formal wear. It is the most formal item you could possibly wear. Oh, we've sprinted into a horde of zombies. This is fine. Much like in other zombie media, if there's only one or two, they're not that bad. Oh, we've just tripped and now we're scratched and bleeding again. Do we have time to rip this shirt up? Hang on, we're bleeding out. Hang on. Bandage. Bandage it with the sheets. Okay, we're bandaged. Bandage that too. Quick, watch some TV! Oh, I have to actually stop to bandage the foot. Nope, nope. Alright, we're just gonna let that scratch happen on our foot there. Okay. We're in a rolling... We dropped the rolling pin! Oh no! This is it. This is worst case scenario. We've lost our rolling pin. Where'd it go? It must be next to the fence here somewhere. Or did we lose it when we went out the window? Crap, dude. I don't want to lose our rolling pin. Okay. It's gonna be back here somewhere. It looks like all the zombies have gotten trapped or moved on. Okay, they have not. They have not done that thing. Alright. New plan, new weapon. This is going so well. What one of those Life in the Wilderness Bear Grylls shows. So you can actually do that in this game. You could just move out into the wilderness and eat just worms and stuff. And in the early days, before the power gets shut off, not saying that it ever happens or anything like that, but before the power gets shut off, you can watch Bear Grylls type shows and upgrade your foraging skill and stuff like that. Like, that is a system in this game. Okay, this window was open. There are some saucepans, which means we have some form of weapon. We don't have long. We do not have long. This is really stressful. Alright, we have a saucepan. Where's the saucepan? Is it because our hand is busted? There's no window in that room. Oh god. I think it might be over. No, don't close the window! Okay, we're not in a good way, but it could be worse. It could be worse. What's the longest I've survived for? I honestly don't know at this point. Like, maybe 20 days or so. We'll load into my actual game here in a little bit to see just how long. All right, what are we bleeding out from? Probably our thigh. I think our thigh is what's killing us. Can we bandage that while we walk? No, we can't. So we're gonna bleed out. We can't get away from these zombies. We're just gonna bleed out. Can we equip this in our secondary? No. Oh, we're so dead. If we could stop the bleeding on our thigh. Because I don't think our... Oh, our torso's bleeding. Okay. Hang on, let's see if we can fix our torso. Alright, we stopped the bleeding on our torso. We are limping now. We've taken too much damage in the legs. Can we stop the thigh? Okay, we have stopped the bleeding in the thigh. We're still bleeding from our arm and our foot. Oh god, there's a zombie! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I think it would be faster for you to list where you're not bleeding. It's probably true. Okay, we've saved our foot. Our upper arm is still a problem. If this car has a key and gas, I'm just saying, that would be great. It does not have either of those things. Okay, bye, Felicia. Alright, we need to fix our arm because we're still bleeding out. Okay, alright. We have a dirty bandage, but everything else is handled. We're very agitated. We're probably infected with the zombie plague because of all the laceration. Saved your foot, unrealistic. I don't know if we're going to be able to jump this fence with our pain. Oh, we totally can! Nice! Okay. Why is there another zombie already? I am deeply offended by this. Okay, hang on. If we could just... We could fight one. We could fight a zombie. Okay, he's stuck on the door. And he's bitten us. Because of course he did. I didn't want that to happen. We're just gonna stomp him in the face. Hopefully he'll die. Okay, we got one. We killed one zombie. A singular zombie. We're gonna put on his lumberjack shirt. Because that's gonna give us some bite resistance. And we're gonna put this dirty rag on our cut. Oh, I can't believe we made it out of that. I mean, I say made it out. We're probably infected. No, stop. Climb. No! No! Don't climb through the window. Close the window. This is not what we wanted. Okay. I'm surprised you got so many bites on your legs while wearing firefighter pants. We got bit a couple times there. Okay. So this is going well. Remember at the start when we couldn't find any zombies? I don't think that's our issue anymore. Could be wrong. Okay. I love this game. We're so dead. Saying you're not infected is just coping at this point. You're really right, though. Alright, we're panicked, we're agitated, we're exerted because I've been sprinting, we're stressed, we're unpleasantly hot. That man has a duffel bag. I wish we had it because that leads to weight reduction so you can carry more stuff, but I guess it doesn't matter what we can carry if we're dead anyway, right? We're in severe pain. Critical injuries. I can't believe none of our wounds were bites, though. That's extremely lucky. Oh, Copernicium, that is why... That's why we're not bitten, is because the fireman's pants. Because we have multiple leg wounds. And no bites. So, yeah, we're so dead. I can't... we're so dead. I can't think of any good idea to get us out of this scenario at this point. Unless this car has gas. It takes him a second to crawl over the fence, so if this car has gas, this car's locked. Okay. Maybe this car? Maybe? This car's unlocked. No key. There's no key in it anywhere. Alright, we're gonna get out of the back right door here. Oh, the back right door doesn't exist. Oh gosh. Ow. Oh yeah, we're dead. It's over. Oh, you're right. It's specific bite resistance, not all wound types. It does help with lacerations and stuff like that too. Like the firefighter's pants, but yeah, that was specifically for the lacerations. Or no, you know what I'm saying. I have quit the game. I have quit the game in its entirety. I meant to go back to the main menu. This is going perfectly. There have been no issues at all this entire time. Everything is fine. Everything's just peachy. Alright, I'm gonna jump into my actual single player game so that you can see what it looks like if you play the game more carefully and you don't immediately call the zombies and lay on the horn. Rage quit. It really was, though. Alright. Come on. There you go. Alright, we're going to load into our actual game here. I love that that's the screen for the save file now. It just recognizes the pain. Did you ever watch scary movies? Never run to the car without the keys? You're so right, though. So, in all actuality, I did a lot wrong there that I would never recommend anyone actually do if they do decide to play this game. Don't do any of the stuff I did. But, if you do have the keys and you do have gas, a car is a good getaway. As long as you don't get totally surrounded. Because cars' durability is one of my complaints in this game that I haven't found a good mod to fix. Because cars get damaged really, really quickly, which makes sense, right? Because if you hit something going like 40 kilometers an hour or like 30 miles an hour, you're going to break your car. Like, you might total your car if you hit a deer going like 40 or 60. So, it makes sense that that screws up the engine. Ain't fuel going to run out at some point? Yes. It takes a long time. There are gas stations that you can refuel from. But unless you set your game to have the gas stations be unlimited, you will run out of gas eventually. Something in this game will kill you. Add a horse mod, only solution. That's a good idea. That was my thinking with the skateboard mod. Because, like, if there was a zombie apocalypse, let's be honest, I would be riding a bike. That just seems like the best choice for longevity. It's a lot quieter than a car. Man-powered. Okay, so this is my actual game. Don't mind them. That's all fine. Everything's fine there. Does gas get old in the game? I don't think so at this point. It should, probably, and they may implement that at some point. I'm sure there's a mod that would do that as well. This game has a really healthy modding community. But I don't think so. So, I'm actually wounded in this too, because I got stupid not too long ago. But, we actually have a pistol. We have a hatchet. We're, like, fully decked out and equipped. We have a lot more skills as this character, which, for the record, I have an experience multiplier on, because at the time when I started playing this, I was still doing a full-time job, so I didn't have a ton of time to devote to not using a multiplier. I saw a blind mod on a YouTube video once. Yes! Yeah, where you're, like, stuck fully zoomed in, and everything's grayscaled. Yeah. So this is my house. It's not much. In fact, it's nothing yet. I need a sledgehammer in order to customize it. But I do have some stuff. Completely disorganized at this point, I will add. So anyone that likes organization, look away now. This is your last chance. But, like, I've got some weapons, I've got some canned foods and stuff like that. The power is out. I'm running this house on a generator right now, which you also have to gas up. Fridges are a thing. Like, foods will go bad if they're the type of food that does go bad. You could also drink bleach. I wouldn't recommend it, but that is a thing in the game. There's a bunch of different weapon types. Even more because I have the Brita's mods installed. Which, again, they're good mods. I just don't know how I feel about them in, like, a vanilla feeling game, if that makes sense. Because it adds a lot to the game. Don't generators, like, make a lot of noise? In real life, yes. I don't actually know if they do in this game yet. I have no idea. Alright, let's not linger for too long here. I'm just going to show you what it looks like to fight a zombie when you're not just starting off. I have cleared this area pretty aggressively. We may have to travel out just a bit. Oh, nope, there's one. We're gonna go say hi to this guy. A little bit hungry. Do I have food? I have some cereal. I'll eat a quarter of a box of cereal for -10 hunger. Eventually, I would want to barricade this house pretty aggressively and probably bust out that wall and make a garden up here on the roof. That would be an ideal setup, in my opinion. But again, I'm not good at this game. Don't take my advice. Must be using a silencer. So there are definitely silencer suppressor mods. So maybe they are using that on a generator too. And that is how you kill a zombie when you're not panicking, when you have your equipment and everything's peachy. So, for the record, this right box is their loot menu. That's what keeps popping up. Like, that is the zombie. This is the floor around them. Can you make a base? Yes, you can. You can actually build pretty aggressively in this game. And what's really cool is you can, like, loot other houses and businesses and stuff like that and pick up all the furniture from them. Because I don't know at this point if you can craft all the furnitures in the game or anything like that. But, like, if I were to loot this house and then build my own base out in the middle of the woods, I could also pick up this stove and this fridge and take them to the new house. And if they have the generator, they're going to work. It's super cool. I think it's a great implementation in the game. So you could pick up like all sorts of decorations and stuff too that I can't really express very well right now. But yeah, this game is pretty freaking great. Definitely a top 10. Alright, let me get back in the truck for safety's sake, and then we will see if there's another game that I want to just hop in real quick. So we did have to turn graphics down on this game. That's interesting. I wasn't actually expecting that. I was not expecting that. It's not a bad thing. My computer is not fancy. We're running some defaults here. Stove works on generator from... Yeah, it's an electric stove. It's fine. It's not a gas stove. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Okay. What else could I jump in real quick to see if it works? Space Engineers, but that won't work. Will it? Will Space Engineers work? Should we find out? Let's find out. Why not? We're just going to see if this works. We're not going to spend much time in this, like with everything else that we've played today. This is, again, just like a... I'm back. Let's see how broken things are. 4 p.m. So I got about an hour-ish left in the day. I'm very excited. Again, I'm not able to give a proper schedule yet as to when I will be back, but I will be streaming. I'm aiming for 2 days a week. Probably like 4 or 5 hour streams. Dead by Daylight, I do need to play that. I do. I have not played that at all. It's installed, I think, and all ready to go, and I still haven't played it. Competitive games and I just don't usually get along. That's not to say that I won't try it, because I probably will. But don't usually get along. Okay, yep. Microsoft Runtime would like to make changes to my computer. Why not? Go for it! Have at it. Do what you gotta do. Bro, I haven't heard of Space Engineers for years. I saw it like a few years ago on a Romanian channel. I have put 534.4 hours into Space Engineers. For the record, it's still loading. That's the reason you guys can't see it. I've put over 500 hours into Space Engineers because I'm very addicted to it, or I was. It is missing a lot of content to really make me addicted to it, but it is my favorite space building game. Microsoft called and they want their worker back. That's why they're making changes to my computer. In a second now, my work screen is going to pop back up and I'm going to have to sign back in. And that's going to be the end of this. It is allegedly running now, but I don't see it open. So that's a good sign. Any day now. Any day now. Okay, I've killed it manually because that wasn't working. It still thinks that it's running, so I think it was just broken. Hang on. Let's try this again. Space Engineers is very fun. It's another game that has like really in-depth systems. Like the gameplay in it feels really hollow on the surface because realistically it is, but like then you dive into the systems and the mining and stuff and you play an actual survival game and you realize just how dense this game is. I really enjoy Space Engineers. I don't know necessarily if it's one of my top 10s. I don't know. But it's up there. I do like it. You know what is one of my probably top 3 or top 4 games of all time is Terraria. If anybody here has not played Terraria, I would wholeheartedly recommend it. That is definitely like a top 3 or top 5 game for me. It's loading now. It's actually loading this time. I have a black screen. Oh, you guys have a black screen. This is working. Ish. I love the intro to this. What a weird game. It's so fun. Alright, we're just gonna load into, you guys can see my, I spent a lot of time building a terrestrial station, so a planetary, like, hub. So we'll do that. No NPC free build. Alright, this'll work. Minecraft is better than Terraria? Ooh. So I have I don't know which one I prefer more. I think I prefer Terraria more, just because I don't know. I like them both. Terraria and Minecraft are both amazing games. Terraria just hit the spot for me, though. Don't get me wrong, I love Minecraft. I've dumped thousands upon thousands of hours into Minecraft. Don't Starve and Terraria made a crossover very recently. Yes, they did. I played Don't Starve somewhat recently with the lady, and we died partially because we didn't realize that the Terraria crossover had happened, and we activated an item that summoned a boss that then killed us. So that happened. This is fine. Don't Starve makes me so sad. It's almost such a great game. Don't get me wrong, it is a great game. For the people that like that type of game, it's a really good game. Every time I feel like I'm starting to understand what the game wants me to do, something random happens that, like, you can't, that I feel like you can't really prepare for. I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's ways to be really good at Don't Starve. I am just not. So every time I feel like I'm getting good, I get worse. So there's that. This is going to take a while to load. I've built a lot in this free world here. This is a creative world. This is not a survival world. I am curious to see if this is going to lag, because sometimes I got frame drops just doing single player in this game, not streaming. But that was before the CPU upgrade, so now it might actually function. Man, I gotta get used to streaming again. I've only been live for an hour and 40 minutes, and my voice is already, like, giving out on me. I gotta just spend the days that I'm not streaming, like, talking into a mirror, just rambling to myself. That's what happens when you work to where you don't have to actually talk to anybody but like once a week. Your voice does not get used at any point in time. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Everything's fine. You guys come here often? To the loading screen, I mean. Do you come to the loading screen often? I'm sure the game is trying to figure out what to do with the little bit of resources I have. When I need to exercise my voice, I talk to my cats around the house. That's a good idea. I do talk to the dog sometimes, but, like, it's not really the... Talking to the dog, specifically, is not exactly the same as rambling at a screen to you lovely people for a couple hours. It's very different, right? Like, I never think about it, but then I try to stream, and then I feel my voice giving out. I do need to talk to the dog more. 12 days later. Oh, that's a little optimistic. Let's go a little bit further than 12. As if to spite me. Alright, welcome to Space Engineers, in which I'm going to struggle for 5 minutes to figure out the controls in order to get back to what I was building. Okay, moon surface is a waypoint that I have. UIF command, that is the base. Space building zone is 40 meters away. Do I not have anything around me in space? How do I... Alright, there's a button to go third person. There we go. Apparently I have nothing in the space building zone currently, which is very surprising. Alright, we'll go back to the UIF command. Day 12, we made it! Longer than I've survived in Zomboid. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just... I think spectator might be the best way to go. If anybody gets motion sickness, this might move quick, so just close your eyes for a second. I'm in spectator. That's the only reason I'm able to go. It's loading! Ah! Okay, alright. We're fine. We're fine. Everybody just breathe. Everyone relax. This is fine. Your character's limbs are so floppy in space. That's true. Ah! Stop! Okay. What button is it to spawn the character on the camera? I think it's this one. Is that it? Did that work? No. Shift space? I think it's space. I think there's a button in space. Ah! You left in the middle of space? Yeah. Again, it's creative, so... Is it crashing? We might be crashing currently. We might be crashing. Oh! Oh, there was one frame in the last 5 seconds. Oh! Oh, we're back! Okay, we didn't crash, surprisingly. Okay, that is where the station is supposed to be. A little concerning that it's not here, to be honest with you. Unless it's just not spawning in because I'm not on the character. How do I spawn on my... How do I move the character to the free cam? I never remember. 1 frame per 5 seconds, not bad at all. Hey, that's better than what we would have gotten before. Alright, is it... It's not that button. It's not that button. It's not that button. Oh, it might have been that button. Hang on. Are we here now? Because we see that beacon, which means I think our character is actually here now. Which means if I push one of these buttons... We're back! Okay, things are weird. We should not be doing this. Okay. Cool base. Thanks, Ghost. Thanks. I made it myself. Can't you tell by the giant pit? Can't you tell that it's custom? Totally custom. I swear there was a base here once upon a time. I don't know where it is now. Okay, let me try to remember the controls. Before we would have been, realized by the sweet taste of a crash. Ooh, that's true. That's true. It would have totally crashed, but now that you mentioned sweet taste of a crash, we can show off what this game is really good at. Which is crashing. It's crashing. But How do I get to... There's a button that I hit that I can get... Oh, that's a screenshot. That I get to the entity list. It's not that one. No loading errors. That seems good. I love the Earth look. I do as well. Okay. I've pushed a button, and now things are angry. Why? Okay, that's the blueprints button. So, I mean, I could pull it up here if I need to. If we really need to see it, and it's not able to load in, I have it saved as a blueprint. How do I exit out of... Okay, that's all I exited out of. When was the last update to this game? I don't know the answer to that. I have no idea. How do I get to the creative menu? It might be Alt F10. Hey, there we go. All right, entity list. Okay, so it did despawn it. A month or two? I wouldn't be surprised if it was a month or two ago. They were still working on it previously. Okay, so it did, in fact, despawn the base, which means you're not necessarily going to be able to see the way that it's supposed to look, which is a little unfortunate. I mean, I might be able to position it. I don't think that's going to play nice, though. Had I dug everything for it? Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, not quite. That doesn't have the, Is this just the wrong save folder? Is that what this is? Alright. Well, so these holes are supposed to be for the base, but we're gonna just spawn the base in magically here for a second. Because I might be able to find the base in another save, but who knows? Alright. Command start. HY UIF command. I don't remember what my naming scheme was. HY. Is that work in progress? I have different, like building phases of putting it together. Mark 7, Mark 8, Mark 9. Station full UIF command Mark 2. Mark 3 Finn, I think, is the end. And that's the Mark 3 work in progress. So I think the Mark 3, the UIF command station Mark 3, I think this is it. Is it going to crash when I hit this button? There's 50,000 blocks almost. Bruh, good thing Steam added a new Steam Cloud Sync, because I can't imagine losing a gargantuan amount of save file. Yeah, so when I finished building this station, I did a manual backup of the blueprint save file because I did not want to lose it. That would have broken my heart with how much effort I put into it. And it's not impressive. This station is not going to be impressive. No one's going to be like, oh wow, you're going to win a reward for building the station. But it's important to me, and it's impressive for me because it was like one of the first big things that I built. Okay. Now we have to figure out how to make sure that it's level. It looks level enough. So what you're looking at right now is the blueprint, which, again, unfortunately, this isn't going to look quite right because those boxes that you see hanging off of it are actually supposed to be hangers that are supposed to be underground in these holes, which I could try to line up, and I might be able to get it close, but I don't think we're going to get this perfect, which means you won't be able to see the station exactly. Voodoo! Gasp! Okay. So we'll put that one there, which I don't think is going to work super well. Oh! It's turning, which means it's loading. Hello, good bot. Thank you for popping up a tutorial. I appreciate that. I don't really... Oh, there we go! There we go! It totally worked! I mean, things aren't lined up. Like, that rotor is supposed to be there so that the doors will actually open and close and stuff. But, yeah. This is the station. It's very exciting. Oh, I wish we could do the underground version. Whatever. We're gonna spawn another one above ground because I don't think that's gonna work very well. UIF Mark 3. What could go wrong telling the game to load 50,000 blocks twice right next to each other? So we're going to spawn this one above ground. Just to make it easier to walk around in it. But we have area defense turret while it's loading. We have area defense turrets that have rockets and machine guns on each tower that are all connected via underground conveyors to the main storage, so that the turrets can be fed automatically but like independent of one another. There's also redundancy in the conveyor belts. This is a docking station for a large ship. Ah! Hey, finally loaded. Okay. So we're going to put this one just in the air over here. It's going to be fine. It might be a little tilted, but that's also going to be fine. We just ignore that. Any day now. Any day now. Why do you need turrets? So, that is, sort of... How do I answer that question? Space monsters, no. With mods, technically by default as well, but with mods, enemy ships that will fly over and have random encounters, yes. And the enemy ships will try to destroy your base. And unfortunately, without like a energy shield mod, things just get destroyed really, really rapidly, which kind of sucks, but like, whatever. It's more of a base building game. So they're to stop. There are wolves in the game by default that will try to eat you, and then enemy ships that fly overhead. That's what the turrets are for. The central hub is also made out of heavy armor instead of light armor, so it's a lot more expensive, but a lot more durable. Okay, so this version is above ground. You would not be able to see these blocks. This right here is ground level. So anything under this would be underground in the actual build, which you can kind of see over here. But again, we're not going to use this because like you'll be able to see how the hangar is supposed to look, but only to some extent. So this is how the hangar's supposed to look, because there's supposed to be rocks and stuff within the walls, but like it's not lined up because you're supposed to be able to see more rocks on the other side. But theoretically, hopefully you guys get the gist of it. Alright, so we have wind power as well as solar power, which these used to run off of a script to follow the sun that I did not write, for the record. And the solar panels with rotors would automatically track the sun for the most optimized placement possible. We might be able to get them to work right now, but I don't think it will work very well at the moment. I don't even know if the script would still be up to date. So we have a solar farm. We have two sides of wind farm. One here and one over here. Everything is obviously mirrored, which I'm not super happy about it, but I've never been big on asymmetry, so having things mirrored just seemed like the best bet. This tower, I took some elements of this base from other existing buildings and then put them together and re-customize them. So not everything you say or everything you see is completely mine. Some of it is mods, but like I built the vehicle bay, which we'll go in a little bit myself, but that was part of an existing structure that I mutilated. That was part of an existing structure that I mutilated. That was part of an existing structure that I mutilated. These were custom. This was custom. This is our oxygen bay. So these absorb the sun and create oxygen for us, oxygen farms, in case we weren't on an Earth-like planet. So that base already existed. I just customized it a little bit. So, okay. Let's go through one of the guest entrances. So let's say that we had docked our giant ship right here. And now we are inside the station. So, unfortunately, I would have liked to have done an elevator, but I was trying to keep it lightweight, so I did a ladder instead that I can't remember how to use right now, so we're just going to jump it. You can use ladders. I don't remember how to play this game. Oh no, the screens are broken! That's supposed to be a welcome screen. But again, game versions change. So, also we're mildly tilted. But if we just ignore that, pretend it's fine, I'm sure it is. So then we go down into the main area here. And we have a viewing point into one of the underground hangars, which I'm going to jump up on the ledge here so you can properly see it. So if you had a ship docked down in here, you'd be able to see it, which I really love. I love the way that looks. We might actually do that here in a second. Then some nice plants and empty hallways, because again, I told you this station isn't impressive. It's just important to me, that's all. And then we have multiple directions we could go. We could go to the living quarters, or we could go to the command bays, which we'll go here first. This is all custom. And then you have the hangar command, which has buttons to like open and close hangar doors, which aren't going to work right now. We have lights on and off. I don't think the hangar doors are going to function because I pasted this as a blueprint. Yeah, they're not going to function at the moment. That's a shame. I wish this save had worked. And then we can come down here to actually get into the area. There's more ladders and stuff, but we have jetpacks, so we're just going to jetpack. And then you have this big vehicle bay on either side, an east and west hangar, as well as a smaller one right here. And then we'll actually do this first. So we're now, that control room is there. We're now one level down from that. We can sprint on through here and get to the vault and maintenance. So this is an elevator that did work at one point, and I don't think it's going to now. But this would take you up to the higher levels if you push the right buttons. This is an emergency staircase that can do the exact same thing, but takes a little bit more effort. Then we're in maintenance. So you got your maintenance room with your refineries and stuff. And then I really like this. Let me turn off the lights. You have the vault, which you got a door here, but then you also have blast doors. So open the blast doors. And then I'm going to assume, yeah, all the lights are off. We trigger the vault lights. Nice. And then we're in the vault, where we have all of our power cells, as well as our nuclear reactors, and our giant containers for storage. I just really like the vault. Again, it's stupid. Like, none of this is really that crazy compared to what people that are way smarter than me can build, but I love it. I love this game. Alright, so we're just going to leave that open because who needs a vault if it's locked? Head up to the crew quarters. That's the last really custom thing that I did, so there's not that much left on the tour, realistically. Go back through here, I guess. Alright. Back in the hangar command. That's the elevator. That's the staircase. Crew quarters. So we have our med bay, where you have your medical checkups and whatnot. The shower and bathroom off the side. Then you have your little cafeteria eatery. Mess hall, if you will. Who needs a secret room in Minecraft if it's single player? Everyone needs a secret room in Minecraft, even if it's single player. Secret rooms are a must in all bases and all creative games, period. And I'm sticking to that. Then you have two different hallways that are just little rooms for people. Then you have the commander's room. Wow, so exciting. I know this is the exact type of exhilarating content that y'all signed up for here. We're just going to take the stairs up to the main area. I lied, there was a little bit more to show. So we're now in the main area. The lights are not working very well currently. But we have ways up into the central tower, which I'll actually take now. And then we have another connector to the vehicle, the like rover bay for wheeled vehicles that we will get to. Then we have our central tower. This is where you conduct business and invite guests and things like that. Couple layers here. There's not an elevator. I did not install an elevator. Hey, look, planetary gravity and artificial gravity. You have meeting rooms. Then we get up to the actual, like, proper command center for the whole station, if the ladder would work, but I think the station's a little tilted. And now we have interior lights for the whole base. We have blast doors for the whole base. We have the command signal, which, if you notice, you see the blue signal popping in and out? That's so we can turn on and off our command signal. I was so proud of myself as a kid when I made a secret base behind a fireplace in Minecraft compared to the crazy stuff people do in Minecraft now. Yeah, I mean, but that's always true, right? Like, unless you are one of the people on the absolute cutting edge of making crazy cool stuff in a game, if you start to compare your art, the stuff that you make, your creativity, with people that dedicate like 80 plus hours a week to doing the same thing, you will likely be disappointed. But I don't think there's anything wrong with enjoying the stuff that you make. Bro, I can recognize Minecraft anymore, to be frank. It's just a dump load of content put in. Yeah, with the like caves and cliffs update too. Yeah. Minecraft is crazy. And then we have a viewing point. Apparently it is nighttime now. Not quite nighttime, dusk. Space engineers, yes! Space engineers. I was jumping in to see if it would lag, which it's actually handling itself pretty well, all things considered. Way better than it used to. Alright, we're just gonna head up the vehicle bay. If I can remember where it is. Executive landing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a executive landing point for important business deals. I do like the bees. Word who, ally what? Let's go down. Where is the access? Oh, here's the access to the... We have 2 fighter bays as well for emergency fighter jets. Obviously, there's no fighters in here right now. We're gonna jump down here. Is this the vehicle bay? No, that's solar. We don't want to go to solar. We want to go to vehicles. Rover hangar. Here we go. So many doors. And then we have the rover hangar that I built. Theoretically, this is where you'd park your rovers. And these buttons are supposed to raise and lower this piston so you can connect to them, but... So yeah, that's something I built. And now let's look at something crazy that someone else way smarter than me has built. Let's do ship. Large. Let's see what we want to work with here. True, like, yeah, let's do the carrier, because somebody made a freaking aircraft carrier. Is this ship or station? That was my station. The rovers in this game are very fun, that's true. So then you have people that make just whole freaking flying aircraft carriers that are super cool. Helicarrier who? I love this game. It's really cool. But since we already spawned this in, we're just going to do one more thing and then we'll move on with the 30 minutes that we have left here. Next time I stream, it's going to be a little bit more cohesive, probably. Probably. Don't hold me to that, but probably. Alright, so if we go into the command station here, and we actually try to fly the ship. Okay, cool. That is working. We go to third person here. And then we're just gonna... Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to gain some altitude and some distance. And then we're gonna show what this game is really good at. Watch, it's not gonna work super well. I wonder what that green circle is. That's new. I've never seen that before. Around the solar array there. That is new. Are we gonna hit this mountain? We have a little bit of momentum. We have a little bit more momentum than we want to have going towards this mountain. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Alright. Then we're just gonna reorient ourselves here. Don't mind this. Everything is fine. Thank you. And we're just gonna go full speed. Because what could possibly go wrong doing something like this? This is where my whole computer melts. And the stream ends. So if the stream ends suddenly, it's because of the physics. I cannot believe we didn't crash. Oh, I love this game. Okay. We don't have enough power to back out of this. Okay, yeah, we have no power in any direction to back out of this, so I guess this is just where we live now. Cool. Ooh, what are those circles? Oh, that's new. I have no idea what those circles are. Is that targeting? Oh, you can actually set targets now? That's great if that's true. How do I get out of the seat? Oh, there we go. I remapped it. Now we can come check out the damage that we did. Everything's very dark. So we ripped into our rover hangar pretty badly. Oh, the ghostly image is actually a projector image, so the building can repair itself. Hang on, let me turn that off. Hang on a second. Projector. Toggle block off. Toggle block off. There we go. Now we can really see the damage. Oh, I love this game. Wow, the carrier actually took that like a champ. Well, I say that. Sort of lost the front lower side here. It's now part of the base. We've become one with the base. Warfare update. Ooh, I didn't know there was a warfare update. That's really cool. I'll have to look into that at some point. So yeah, Space Engineers. Super cool game. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright. What are we going to do for the last 30 minutes here? Let's exit to main menu and see if we can find something else. I don't know if we're going to be able to. I have to download Fable and get all that stuff set up. Oh, that's going to be really exciting. I really want to play that game on stream. That's going to be really fun. Okay, let's see. Is there another game? I really want to load into The Witcher, but can't do that on Twitch. Yeah. Maybe that's it then. Maybe I'll try to spare my voice today and hop off a little bit earlier than 5. Because it's almost 5 p.m. and that's what I was aiming for. But I might try to spare my voice because I don't necessarily see anything else that is needing to be tested today. Am I wrong? Is there something else? Ooh, Darkwood is something that I also want to play on stream. I bought that a while ago and I started playing it, and then I played for exactly 7 minutes and I opted to stop because I wanted to play that on stream. Arma? Dude, my computer can't run Arma at the best of times, and unfortunately there's an update, so I don't have that ready right now. Yeah, it has been nice, Luigi. Thanks for stopping by, seriously. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's go to our just chatting here. That'll stress it. Yeah, that will stress it. Alright. Let me just double check. See if there's anything else I want to test while we're still live. I don't think there is. I do not think there is. Green Hell. Magica, Overcooked, Payday. Payday would be a stress test because Payday is very poorly optimized. The Hunter. The Hunter would also be a stress test. Okay, yeah. I think we're good. XCOM is another game that I want to play on stream. I've played XCOM 1. I have XCOM 1 and 2. It would be fun to play XCOM on stream, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. We don't know. Who will ever know? Alright, another thing I need to do. My setup right now, I have my main screen right here, and then off this side, obviously, as you can tell throughout this whole stream, I have the chat and whatnot. But the problem is, chat is on the left side of that monitor. So, in order to talk to you guys, I need to be looking all the way over here. So I need to move this monitor to that side, I think, so that it's more like this instead. I think that would be a little bit better. But now you're getting a look behind the curtains. Okay. Cool. You guys rock. Seriously. Thank you for still sticking around. Like, it's been 9 months, and a bunch of people showed up today, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot. So, I guess that's it. Again, I can't promise a time frame, but I have taken the new job. I start tomorrow, and I should start to figure out my proper schedule shortly thereafter. And then I'm going to be committing 20 hours a week to doing this stuff. Wee bit loud. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the heads up. Let me bring that down a bit. That does make sense. Outro music and whatnot. Okay, should be a little bit more manageable now. Thank you for the heads up. So yeah, I can't commit to a schedule yet. I will as soon as I can. And that's that. You guys rock. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you next time.